Hello, how
Hello,
are you? Mary, how are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, your voice is so sad. Why are you so sad today? Is everything okay?
Yes,
Are you sure?
yes.
Great. How's the weather today?
I don't know. I not go out today.
I didn't go out. You didn't go out today. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. Okay, great. Kastenberg, we've got one more student. Hello, how are you? Do you hear us? Hello, Michael, how are you? Hello, do you hear us?
Yes.
Great. How was your day today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, thank you. How's the weather? Is it snowing?
Today it's a little bit snow, but now it's nothing.
Nothing, I see. It has been snowing all day today, and the weather is really perfect. Perfect winter weather. I like such a weather very much, and I hope that during the Christmas we are going to have the same weather all the time. And we've got one more student, but unfortunately it is impossible for us to talk. Kustenberg or Kustenberg? Am I right? How are you?
How to pronounce?
There is no answer. Maybe you're going to listen. If you
Maybe,
have a mic,
maybe
please fix your mic. Fix your mic, please, and get ready to discuss our topic. Today we are going to talk about present perfect progressive. So, Mary, what do you think about this tense of the verb? Have you heard about it?
Yes, it's very hard for me. I don't like tense and I don't like grammar. It's very difficult. I don't understand difference between uh, present present perfect and past perfect. No, it's uh, difficult because in English native speakers can't use it in intuitive mental level, but we translate in the past, and we have some problem when we translate it and use these times.
Yes, I understand you completely because grammar is a little bit complicated for us. But in fact, there is nothing special, nothing very difficult if we can make a rule of it, if we can understand it perfectly well. So, present perfect progressive has another name. Can you give me an example? It is present perfect?
Continuous.
Absolutely, you're right. And the usage belongs to different cases, and we are going to do lots of exercises today. But first, let's revise the formation of present perfect continuous. How do we form this present form, this tense
We must
use?
use in утвердительный, как это?
Positive statements.
I have been and verb ing.
Ing, verb plus ing. So in fact,
Yes.
it is auxiliary verb to have that has its form has
Yes. Has
in the third form
it.
person, in the third form singular, then been, then the verb itself, and then the ending ing. Well, we've got one more student. Gastenberg, can you hear us? Hello, how are you? No answer. Okay. And so, in positive statements, we've already discussed the formation of present perfect continuous. Hello, Alexander, how are you? I see
Hello.
that you are here. How was your day today?
It was fine, thank you. How are
Fine.
you?
Thank you, great. Today we are talking about grammar and grammar tenses of the verb, and particularly we are talking about present perfect progressive or present perfect continuous. Have you heard about such a tense form?
Present perfect continuous.
Yes.
Yes, I have been hearing. Sorry.
Yes, yes, yes. It's just what we are going to discuss today. But here is not used in the continuous form. So you remember that verbs of sense and perception, such as understand, see, hear, are not used in continuous form. So we shouldn't use it hearing and understanding and seeing and something like that in continuous. Yes? But all
Yes.
the rest was perfect. Yes, I have been doing, I have been watching, I have been looking for the example. So this is how to form this tense form. You're right. So this is the positive statement. And the negative one, how do we form the negative? We should put the auxiliary verb. Which one? Alexander, do you remember?
Haven't been.
Have before the subject of the sentence. For example, the positive statement is I have been reading, and the question should be have I been reading or have you been reading? So in the first place we have got have or has. Then goes the subject. Then been. Then verb plus ing and all the rest part of the sentence. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Мгм. So translate the sentence. Я читал эту книгу весь вечер сегодня. Весь день сегодня.
I have been reading this book all day.
Today. Yes, you're right. And put the question to this sentence, please.
Have I been reading this book all day?
Today? Yes, absolutely.
Today.
You're right. You're right. And now we are going to revise the grammar material. You're going to listen to the Little Grammar podcast about present perfect continuous and revise how to form and how to use present perfect continuous. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. So, welcome.
This tutorial is about the present perfect continuous. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to form a present perfect continuous and when to use a present perfect continuous. But before we get started, it's good to know how to conjugate the verb to have. For the singular forms, I have, you have, he has, she has, it has. And for the plural forms, we have, you have, they have. Now let's get started. Let's take a look at these sentences. I have been working a lot lately. It has been snowing since Friday. Both these sentences are in the present perfect continuous tense. How to form a present perfect continuous? We use the auxiliary verb to have, the past participle of the verb to be, which is been, the base form of the verb, and ing. For example, I have been working all afternoon. You have been listening to the radio for the past hour. He has been sweeping the floor all afternoon. She has been spending a lot of money lately. It has been raining all week. And for the plural forms, we have been playing computer games all night. You have been searching for a supermarket. They have been watching the news all afternoon. Now we need to pay special attention to verbs that end in an E. For example, live, make, goes, and wipe. These verbs drop their E. Take a look at the examples. I have been living here for quite some time now. He has been making a lot of noise lately. They have been wiping the floor for over an hour. Please note that living, making, and wiping no longer have an E. Now let's take a look at the present perfect continuous in questions. Again, we use the auxiliary verb to have, the past participle of the verb to be, the base form of the verb, and ing. Has she been talking about him? Have you been playing tennis? Have they been doing their job? For negations, we do the same, but we add not to the auxiliary verb to have, becoming haven't or hasn't. I haven't been listening to the news. She hasn't been waiting for you for over an hour. They haven't been paying attention. Now let's take a look at when we use a present perfect continuous. We use a present perfect continuous for activities that started in the past but have continued in the present. For example, I have been traveling for a few years. So I started traveling a few years ago and I'm still traveling. They have been working as a chauffeur. So in the past they started to work as a chauffeur and they still are chauffeurs. We also use the present perfect continuous for things that happened in the past, but it's not important when they happened, so we do not need to know the time when they took place. She has been visiting her aunt a lot. They have been repairing that car. So both these sentences lack time. We also use the present perfect continuous for things that are annoying. For example, I've been doing your dirty laundry all afternoon. They have been playing loud music all night long. I thank you for your attention. For regular updates.
Thank you. So we have listened a little podcast about theory, how to use and how to form present perfect progressive or present perfect continuous. Well, Mary, what did you understand about the use of present perfect continuous?
Yes, I understand, but I have very bad internet and I always пропадаю, break out, прерывается.
Mm-hmm.
Не
I
знаю
see.
почему.
So I'd like to explain a little the difference between present perfect continuous and present perfect. As far as we've understood from the podcast, present perfect continuous shows us the action that started in the past and continues in present. But present perfect shows the action that has been completed in the present time. For example, I have read this book. Я прочел эту книгу. И я читал эту книгу весь день сегодня. I have been reading this book all day today. So, I have been reading the book all day today is the process. And this is the present perfect progressive. And I have read this book today. This is the present perfect. Is the result of the action. Я прочел книгу. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
Yes. Is it clear? Alexandra, hello, how are you? Do you hear us?
Yes, sure. I'm great, thank you.
Good. So today we are talking about present perfect progressive. Have you heard about such a transform?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, you did. We've heard a little podcast about it, and now we are going to do some exercises. I'd like you to share the handout. Because in practice it is always easier to understand the rules. I prefer the practical approach to studies because I see and I think that it is a little bit easier to understand the grammar in practice. And I hope that you will agree with me in this aspect.
Sure.
Okay, please open the file.
Yeah, I opened.
Okay. Here we've got the exercise, present perfect progressive, present perfect continuous. Read the situation below and write a sentence using the present perfect progressive tense to say how long the situation has been happening, for and since. Before doing this exercise, I'd like you to clear out the things for and since. When do we use for and when do we use since? Alexandra, do you remember?
Yeah, I think yeah, but maybe I am.
Can you give me an example?
Maybe, for example, I have been learning English for 2 years, but I have been learning English since last year.
Yes, absolutely, you're right. And now we are going to train a little. For example, the baby is crying. She started to cry 20 minutes ago. The baby has been crying for 20 minutes. I suppose it is pretty easy for us to do. Let's try. So, Alexandra, you're welcome. The first sentence.
The tap is leaking. It started to leak last week. Oh, wait.
We'll start the sentence with the tap.
Yeah, I'm just trying. The tap have.
Yes, has.
Oh yeah, has been leaking since last week.
For.
For last
For a
week.
week. For a week or since last week. We can say for a week or since last week. Both variants are possible. Good. Thank you. The second, Mary, you're welcome.
Yes. Second sentence.
Yes, you're right.
It is snowing. It began to show last night.
Mhm.
It has been snowing. Yes, began to.
It has been snowing since.
It has been snowing. Yes.
Snowing since last night.
Since last night. Yes.
Good of you. Thank you, Alexander. Number 3.
Alexander's frozen.
Alexander, something wrong with your mic, I guess. Do you hear us?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
number 3. Open the handout, please, and try to do it. The children.
The children are studying now. They started to study an hour ago.
Mhm.
The children have been studying
For
for
an
4
hour.
hours.
For an hour.
For an hour.
Thank you. The next, Michael, you're welcome.
Number 4, yes.
4, yes.
Willie smokes. He started to smoke when he was a teenager. Willie has been smoking.
Smoking. Yes.
From
Since
how to say it? Since
he was a teenager. Since the time he was a teenager.
Since the time he was
A teenager. Thank you. Good of you. Mary, you're welcome. Mary, do you hear us? No answer. Alexandra, you're welcome. 5.
Andrea works in a bank. She got her bank job last April. Andrea has been working in a bank since last April. Since April.
Since April. Yes, you're welcome. Alexander.
Mrs. Neville teaches French. She started to teach French 15 years ago. Mrs. Neville has been teaching French for 15 years.
Yes, absolutely. Michael, you're welcome. 7.
Sue and Joe are planning education. They started planning last week. Okay. Sue and Joe have been planning their vacation since last week.
Yes, absolutely. You're right. Mary, you're welcome. Do you hear us? No answer. Alexandra, you're welcome.
7th, yeah?
Yes.
Sue and Joe are planning their vacation. They started planning last winter. Sue and Joe have been planning their vacation since winter.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Alexander.
The mechanic is fixing my car. He started working on it this morning. The mechanic is
Mechanic.
The mechanic has been fixing my car since morning.
Yes, absolutely, you're right. Next exercise. Here we have to insert or fill into the gaps. Choose the correct verb from the list below to complete the following sentences. Put the verb in the present perfect progressive tense. Here are the verbs: talk, look, lift, work, wait, feel, rain, deliver, shop, cry, plan, read, drive, study, sit, and watch. And we've got 16 sentences. Let's try to fill into the gaps. Alexandra, you're welcome. Sentence number 1.
Maria for her for the past half hour, but he still hasn't arrived. Coffee shop of Maria works, maybe have been working at the coffee shop for no, not this. Maria has been waiting at the coffee shop for her boyfriend for the past half hour, but he still hasn't arrived.
Yes, absolutely, you're right. Thank you. Mary,
Yes, I'm
you're
here.
welcome. Number 2.
The students have been left on.
The students Spanish since the semester began.
Oh.
The students and
The
what should we
students
use?
have been studying.
Studying. Yes.
Studying.
I should remember about the end in ing.
Yeah.
Studying Spanish since the semester began.
Next.
Yes. Alexander, you're welcome.
Okay, maybe I have been working on this report for the past 2 days. Report?
Yes, I have been working on this report for the past 2 days. Absolutely. Thank you. Good of you. Michael, you're welcome. The next.
You should take your umbrella when you go out.
Шел дождь.
Не, ну это понятно. Вот, кстати, интересно. А тут может быть проще. It's raining, это уже прошел, да? It have been raining all day.
It have been raining. It has been raining all day. Yes, thank you.
Это значит, что идет еще.
Yes, you're right. It started in the morning. It has been raining, and it's still raining now. 5. Alexandra.
For the children, this.
Yes.
The children watching. The children have been watching television all evening.
Yes, absolutely. Good of you. Mary.
John's back hurts. He
hurts.
He has been delivering heavy box all morning.
He has been lifting.
Lifting? Oh.
Heavy boxes all morning.
Okay.
Okay. Next, 7. Alexander.
Okay. One moment. Students. Okay. The students have been sitting in the classroom for 20 minutes, but the teacher hasn't come yet.
Yes, yeah, right. You, the next one. Michael, you're welcome.
The girls have been talking. The girls have been talking on the telephone for over an hour.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Alexandra?
Frank has been driving the same car for almost 20 years.
Thank you. Mary?
That mailman has been delivering.
Mr. and Mrs. Barnes.
Oh,
okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Barnes are very excited about going to China next summer. They have been planning this trip for over a year.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Alexander?
How to say right? Excited? Yes.
Excited. Yes. Yeah, right. Alexander?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. That mailman have been delivering the male in our neighborhood for nearly 25 years. He's going to retire soon.
Good of you. Michael?
Rita and Carly are at the mall.
Mall.
Okay. They have they
Делай
have
покупки.
choose they
Have been shopping.
have been shopping
Oh.
since the science
Since.
the stores open this morning.
Thank you. Alexandra?
Me?
Yes, you're welcome.
Sorry, Bill Hobbs this year.
My eyes.
My eyes are getting tired. I have been reading all day, maybe.
Yes, you're right. Next, Mary.
Bill hopes to find a new job soon. He has been left think. Yes or no?
Bill hopes to find a new job soon. He in the paper and on the internet every day for the past month. 14. He has been looking
Looking
in
in the paper and on the internet every day for the past month.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Alexander?
Andrea
Yes.
is planning to call to the doctor this afternoon. She has been
Yes.
feeling
Feeling
sick for several days.
Thank you. Michael, you're welcome.
Claire says eyes. Yes. Claire's eyes are all red. She has been crying all morning.
Yes, you coped with this exercise pretty good. And now the next one. Present perfect progressive, continuous, affirmative, and negative. Write sentences first in negative and then in affirmative, using the words provided and in the present perfect progressive tense. Follow the example given below. For example, Terry studied French, studied German. Terry hasn't been studying French, he has been studying German. So the first sentence is negative and the second sentence is positive. And here we've got the jumbled text. We have to find out what is going to be the first in the sentence, the second, and so on. So I hope you understand it, how to do it. Alexandra, you're welcome.
Barbara hasn't been knitting a sweater. She has been making a scarf.
Knit. K is not pronounced. Knitting
Knit.
a sweater. He has been making a scarf. Good review. Mary, you're welcome. The next.
Anna has been working overtime this week. No, Anna hasn't been working overtime this week. She has been going home early.
Okay. The next one, Alexander.
А тут еще такой интересный момент. Вот это he is или это he has? Это has сокращение? Да?
Yes. It is not is, it has. Yes, we have to remember about it. Good. Number 3, Alexander.
Kevin hasn't been studying for his exam. He has been watching TV all evening.
Yeah, right. Michael, you're welcome. 4.
Jenny hasn't been sending his postcards to her friends. She has been writing mails.
Thank you. Good of you. Alexandra, 5.
Robert hasn't driven to work this week. He has been taking the bus.
Thank you, Mary.
Lisa hasn't been feeling well this week. She has been coughing a lot.
Coughing. She has been coughing, or she has.
She has been coughing.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Alexander. The next.
Mrs. Anderson hasn't been.
Mrs. Anderson.
Mrs. Anderson hasn't been cleaning the house. Yeah, she has been talking on the phone all morning.
Yes. Good of you, Michael. You're welcome.
Okay. The children have been doing their homework. They have been playing card games.
They haven't been doing their homework. They have been playing card games. Thank you, Alexandra.
The Smiths have not been saving for a house. They have been shopping for new furniture instead.
Good of you. Tell me why present perfect progressive continuous match the situations on the left with the causes on the right. For example, Mary's eyes are red. Why? She has been crying all night. This second sentence is for you, Mary. You're welcome.
The streets are wet. Why? She has been exercising all month.
So the streets are wet. Наверное, шел дождь. The streets are wet. Yes?
I need to find.
Yes, you have to find out the explanation why it happened.
Because we're raining.
It has been raining.
It's been raining for hours.
Absolutely, thank you. The next, Alexander, you're welcome.
The children aren't hungry now. They've been eating cookies all day.
Absolutely. Michael, you're welcome. 4.
He's
out of breath.
Out of breath. Maybe.
He's been running for an hour. He's been running for an hour.
Как это переводится? He's out of breath.
Он задыхается, ему тяжело дышать, ему не хватает воздуха. Почему? Потому что он бежал. He has been running for hours. The next one, Alexandra.
Carol's pants are dirty because
she has been working in the garden. She has been working in the garden. That's why her pants are dirty.
Oh, I thought that it is he, so I was waiting for man.
It's she, yes. Okay, next, Mary. Both
boys have black eyes. They have been fighting.
So here they've been fighting. Yes, you're right. 7.
Sorry, what does chalk mean?
The teacher's sweater is covered in chalk. We write on the blackboard with the chalk. Can you guess what it is?
It's a cartoon.
Mel.
Okay. The teacher's sweater is covered in chalk. She
has been learning. She has been leaning on the blackboard. A. She has been leaning on the blackboard. Она прислонилась к доске. And that's why she covered chalk. Yes, you're right. The next one, Michael, you're welcome. Cuffs all the time.
Cuffs all the time. Okay. He has been smoking for years.
Yes, you're right. Next, Alexandra.
Lily's feet are sore. What does it mean, sore?
She's been dancing for hours.
Oh, no, I just asked what does it mean, sore.
Sore are paining. She is feeling some ache in her feet. Болят.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
She's been dancing for hours. Next, Mary, you're welcome.
Donna feels great. She has been exercising all month.
All month. Absolutely. Good of you. Exercise B is the present perfect progressive tense and your own ideas to answer the following questions. Well, Alexandra, you're welcome.
Why are you so tired? Because I have been walking.
Walk, ходить.
Yeah.
Гулять.
Yes. All morning.
All the morning. Good, thank you. Next one, Michael, you're welcome. This is for you.
I lose. Where is it?
Exercise B, second sentence. Why did Daniel's teacher phone Daniel's parents?
I see. Why did Daniel's teacher phone Daniel's parents? Because I need to imagine it. Yes.
Yes, you have to imagine the situation and to make up the sentence of your own for the past month.
Daniel hasn't been on the lesson for the past month.
He hasn't been working on the lesson for the past month. Thank you. Alexandra?
Why does it smell so good in the kitchen? Because my mother has been cooking dinner for New Year's for celebration of New Year.
All the afternoon.
All afternoon.
Good of you, thank you. Present perfect progressive tense information questions. Use the correct question. Word, who, what, where, why, how long, and the present perfect progressive tense to make information questions. The underlined words are the answers to the questions. For example, how long has Ben been working for that company? Ben has been working for that company for 20 years. And the first sentence. Alexandra, you're welcome.
She has been talking to her mother for the past hour. Who has she been talking to for the past hour?
Okay, thank you. Well, Alexandra?
Ruth has been waiting for Sarah for over an hour. How long have been Ruth waiting for Sarah?
Okay, Mary, you're welcome.
The boys have been playing tennis all afternoon. How long have boys been playing tennis all afternoon? How long have boys been? Yes.
A little bit, but let's do it again. So the boys have been playing tennis all afternoon. We have the underlined words playing tennis, and we have to put the question to this word combination. Okay? The boys have been playing tennis all afternoon. What have the boys been doing all the afternoon? And in the answer, we will have the boys have been playing tennis all afternoon. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Alexander. The next one.
Annie has been waiting in the coffee shop for Robbie. Okay. Where has Annie been waiting for Robbie?
Yes, yeah, right. Thank you, Alexandra.
She's been cooking all day because she's having a big party tonight. Why has she been cooking all day?
Yes, absolutely. Mary, you're welcome.
He been walking to work all week because he wants to get some exercise. Why have he been
Has he been?
has he been walking to work all week?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Number 7, Alexander.
It's been snowing since last night. How long have it has have have it been snowing? It has. How to write?
Has. How long has it been snowing? How long has it been snowing? Yes, thank you. Good of you. Next question for Alexandra.
Mr. Jones has been living in our old apartment since we moved out.
Mhm.
Who has been living in our old apartment since we moved out?
Yes, thank you. Good of you. Present perfect progressive scrambled sentences. Put the words below in the correct order to make grammatically correct sentences. Each sentence is in the present perfect progressive tense. For example, has that he been for a company working years for 10? Has he been working for that company for 10 years? A question. He has been working for that company for 10 years. A positive statement. Yes, let's have the first sentence. Alexander, you're welcome. Try to do it.
Piano lessons has she since talking been was Chelsea.
What are we going to start with? She.
Positive. Okay.
Yes. She.
She has been talking. She has been talking.
Think a little bit. She has been.
Не найду этого.
Who can help? Who can help Alexander? Mary, can you help?
Since
Taking, no talking.
Taken. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
She
Can
has
you
been.
help Alexander?
She has been taking piano lessons.
Piano lessons.
Since she was a child.
She was a child. And once again, the whole sentence.
She has been taking piano lessons since she was a child.
Perfect. Thank you. Good of you, Alexandra. You're welcome. The second.
They have been fishing
since they.
Fishing, yeah. Since sun up. The sun up.
Once more.
They have been finishing since the sun have.
They have been fishing since.
They have been fishing. Fishing since the sun up.
Yes, you're right. The next one, Mary.
His father has been arguing for he.
Let's think about the sentence bit once more.
Just his father has been.
He has been arguing with his father for an hour.
Yes.
You're right. Okay, a little bit difficult, but still. Alexander, number 4.
Have neighborhoods we same in been since the living where we children.
What are we going to start with?
Maybe where?
We have been.
We have been.
Living?
We have been living.
Living where? In the same apartment?
in the
Since we were
same
since we were children.
since we were
Mhm.
children.
Since we were children. Yes, you're right. Well, Michael, do you hear us? You're welcome, number 5. It seems Michael is only listening. Okay, Alexandra, you're welcome.
Alex says he came from business living. He has one trip. Alex
Alex. Alex has been
sleeping
since he came home from his business.
Since he came from business.
Since he came home from his business trip. From his business. Alexander has been sleeping since he came home from his business trip. Such a difficult sentence. Mary, you're welcome. 6.
Students have been doing
this
class.
This exercise.
This exercise. Since they come
to class. Since they came to class.
To class.
Good of you. Thank you, Alexander. Peter?
Peter has been watching television.
The hockey game?
Hockey game? Since it
began. Since it began.
It began.
Good of you. Thank you. Alexandra?
I'm lost. Yes.
Number 8. Dan
I was Dan been playing. Dan and Luke have been playing tennis for hours.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours. Yes, good of you. Thank you. Next exercise. Present perfect progressive with ever since to emphasize continuity of the action. Use the information provided below to make sentences with present perfect progressive tense and ever since. For example, John finished his business degree. Then he started to work for a large international company. John has been working for a large international company ever since he finished his business degree. So we have to put ever since in the sentence. Let's try to do it. Sentence number 1. Alexandra, you're welcome.
Me?
Alexandra, do you hear us?
Me? Bonnie has been getting a very bad flu. Ever since she began to take vitamins.
Yes, you're right. Okay, next, Mary, you're welcome.
David's car broke down. Then he biked to work.
Began to work.
Yes. David has been walking to work after his car broke down.
Ever since his car broke down. Yes, you're right. Alexander, you're welcome.
Ellen's doctor told her to lose weight. Then she began to diet. Ellen has
been keeping to a diet ever since her doctor told her to lose weight. Thank you. Number 4, Alexander.
Mary's parents received the bad news. Then they started to cry. Mary's parents have been crying ever since They received the bad news.
Bad news. Thank you. Good of you, Alexandra.
Danny's husband died of cancer. Then Danny started to volunteer at the hospital. Danny have been starting to be volunteer at the hospital ever since her husband
died of.
Her husband died of cancer.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Next one, Mary.
Ross got a new dog, then he started to take long walks every day. Ross has been started walks every day after he got a new dog.
Have been taking long walks every day ever since she got a new dog. Alexander, you're welcome.
Wayne
Yes,
got skates for his 10th birthday. Then he started to play hockey. Wayne has been playing hockey ever since he got skates.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. Alexandra?
Clara joined an exercise class, then she started to lose weight. Clara has been starting to lose weight ever since she joined an exercise class.
Okay. Present perfect simple versus present perfect progressive. So here we've got the difference between these two tenses. Let's read the note. Mary, you're welcome. Next page.
Yes.
You're welcome to read.
Read to what I need to read?
Yes.
Табличку?
No. The note. The very top of the page, note. We use the present progressive.
Read to information in the chart below. Yes, it?
No. We use the progressive form to say how long something has been happening, and the simple form to say how much, how many we have done. Do you understand here?
No.
After the exercise, we've got page, yes, and at the very top of the page, we've got the heading, present perfect simple versus present perfect progressive. Exercise 1, do you see it? And below it, there is a note. Alexandra, have you found?
Yes.
Mary, have you found?
No. Я вижу табличку.
А над табличкой что у вас написано?
Doris has been writing a mail for 3 hours.
Над Doris.
Read the information in the chart below.
А над read. Note.
Oh, yes. We use the progressive form to say how long something has been happening, and the simple form to say how much, how many we have done.
Thank you. Go on.
Read the information. Я должна читать дальше?
Yes.
Read the information in the chart below, and then write 2 sentences about each person, one with the simple present perfect and one with the present perfect progressive tense.
Yes, you're right. So we have to use both tenses. For example, Doris has been writing emails for 3 hours. Or Doris has been writing emails since 1 o'clock. She has written 20 emails so far. The second sentence shows us a result, and this is the present perfect. And the first 2 sentences are present perfect progressive. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So the first sentence, Judy. You're welcome. Alexandra?
Judy. Judy has been meeting customers meeting 12 customers.
Since the morning. And Judy has met 12 customers so far.
What does it mean so far?
С этого времени. Completed so far. Completed so far. Completed, we have got the result of it. Результат нам уже известен, что уже 12 у нас было людей. Do you understand it? Yes?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Alexander, Wayne.
Wayne. Wayne has been playing tennis. Has been playing tennis since 3 p.m.
Yes, you're right. And present perfect?
Wayne has played 3 games.
Absolutely, you're right. Thank you. Alexandra?
Oh, I can't understand.
So you see, the first activity is activity in progress. So this is present perfect continuous. For example, Michael has been fixing computers since 9 a.m. The second column shows us the time when he started to do it. And the third column shows us how many computers has he fixed. So we've got the result, the completed action. So completed so far. Completed so far, he has fixed 6 computers for them.
Oh, I got now. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So Bonnie, you're welcome, Alexandra.
Bonnie has been baking to 12:30 p.m. Yeah.
Since.
Since 12:30 p.m.
And how many cakes has she cooked?
She cooked 2 cakes, and she has cooked
2 cakes and 4 dozen cookies.
Cookies.
Yes. Do you understand it?
Yeah, she has cooked. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, thank you.
What is a dozen?
Dozen? 12.
Okay.
You're welcome. Good. So to sum up today's class, we have been talking about present perfect continuous. And I suppose that you've remembered it pretty good. And now I'd like you to make 2 examples, 2 sentences, one in present perfect continuous and another in present perfect. Well, Alexandra, you're welcome. A sentence of your own.
Judy, how I have to create it? Sorry.
Make up, imagine the situation. 2 sentences, one in present perfect progressive using ing form, and another one in present perfect, showing the result of the action. As in exercise above.
And it's Judy, yeah?
Not only Judy, you can use any name, anything.
Oh. Okay, I will use Judy.
Okay.
Judy has been working since 1 p.m. 1 a.m. And she has worked for and she has came to home at 5 a.m.
She has come home.
She has come home at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Good of you. Thank you. Mary, you're welcome. 2 sentences of yours.
I have been doing exercise since 1 hour. And I am...
Say for 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
Or since...
Since это с какого времени, а for это какая длительность?
Yes, you're right.
I am doing exercising.
I have been doing an exercise.
Ну, это past perfect progressive. А дальше
I have been doing. Yes?
I have been doing exercise for 1 hour.
Yes, you're right. Thank you.
And
And present perfect?
present perfect. I am doing
Not
exercise.
am, not am.
Boy.
I have.
Это present. I have
Yes,
doing.
present perfect.
Я думала,
Сколько упражнений вы уже сделали сегодня? Приблизительно.
I have doing 3 exercises.
I have done. I have done
Done 3
3
exercises.
exercises for now. Good of you. Thank you. Alexandra, you're welcome. 2 sentences.
Okay. Oksana has been teaching us for an hour, and she has taught some students today.
She has taught some students today.
Yes.
Okay, good of you. Thank you. Michael, you're welcome.
Thank you. It has been raining for 2 days, and today let's say today present perfect. Как правильно?
Я просмотрел урок английского. I have watched.
Прошел дождь. Present perfect. Ну, как бы это в прошедшем.
It has rained. It has rained.
It has rained. А чем это отличается? It was.
It has rained. It is not raining anymore. Уже не идет. It has been raining. Дождь начался, шел и еще идет.
А если просто прошедшее? It was rain.
Это период времени в прошедшем времени. It was raining.
Не сегодня.
It was raining, but it is already the past continuous. So we are going to talk about next time. Okay. So thank you for participation. I suppose that the lesson was a little bit difficult for you, but still you've coped with all the exercises and you've managed to do it. And I wish you all the best and happy Saturdays and Sundays weekend. And see you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.